Well, the first thing I want to say is just how much, as a program, we appreciate them playing us here. Everybody in our locker room is super appreciative of the service that those guys perform and commit to. It's an honor to have them in the building. They have a good basketball team. We'll be rooting for them hard, but I really appreciate them coming out and giving us a chance to play them here. It was a really good win for us. I thought we had some guys really step up. These two guys, kind of at the front of that today, but it was really a good team win that we needed, and it felt like a game we just had to keep chopping because we were down early, and we're not a team that goes on a lot of 20-0 runs. We're a connect the dots, play inside out team, so you have to grind on people, and I was proud of the toughness that we showed against a team that's built on mental and physical toughness. So I took a lot of positives from today.
Great, thank you, Coach. We'll open up for questions. First with Chris.
All right, Coach. So first, congrats on the win.
Thanks.
I believe in the first 8 minutes, you guys allowed 5 threes, and then during the rest of the game, you guys only allowed them to hit 4 more. So can you kind of tell me a little bit about what you talked to the team about in the huddle to, get them to close out a little bit better on shooting and get the ball from going up?
Yeah, great analysis. Honestly, that's what changed the game. But we came out in zone. When we have that big lineup out there, when Frankie and Sarvin are together at the forwards, we're 6'7", 6'10", 7 foot, with great length and good toughness and willingness to rebound and some shot blocking, but not a ton of foot speed. And they're a dribble drive team. They came into the game today 23rd in the country in 2-point field goal percentage, because all they do is dribble drive, dribble drive, dribble drive. And I think you saw as the game wore on, we were able to get them away from the 3-point line, but they really hurt you driving it. They shot better than their percentages early, and you got to give them credit. In particular, Benson. You'd think I'd remember the name. I heard it enough today from the PA announcer. But he was terrific. So, I give him credit for making – the one he hit in front of our bench was by me. I mean, it was 28 feet away. So I didn't think it was horrible defense. I thought it was good offense.
Kenny for questions.
Kenny Sproul, the Statesman. Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thanks, Ken.
You guys had a tough loss on Thursday. You guys were able to bounce back today. How do you feel about your team's performance overall?
Yeah, really happy we were able to win. I knew it was going to be a hard game. We've played pretty well at home. I mean, I know, the Yale game may be the best game we played all year, and that's the one we didn't win. So we've been good at home, and so I kind of thought we'd play at a high level because we've done that, but it's never easy. And I knew these guys. I mean, I talked to our team the other day. Finals had kind of ended, so it kind of went around the room and, hey, what time did you get up today? Well, 10 o'clock. Okay, what time did you get up today? 8 o'clock. What'd you do? Nothing really. Okay, those guys in that locker room by 8 a.m. have done all kinds of training. They're locked in mentally for the whole day. I mean, the academic requirements of that institution, the physical requirements, the time demands. So you have to know who you're playing. I mean, that's the most mentally tough team in the country. Right up there, obviously you'd have Navy and Air Force in there, but I mean, you go play Army, you know what you're getting. And I wanted our guys to understand who we were playing as people more than what they run on offense. I thought that was going to be really important to us. And give our guys credit, man. Showed some toughness today. I mean, we really did. I'm really happy.
And another 40-minute game from Tyler. I think he's 11th in the country right now, minutes per game. You're able to get Toby back, but how much of a factor do you feel like fatigue has been in the last couple of games?
Well, it's going to be a factor. I mean, Tyler's only 11th in the country because we've blown out 2 teams and we've been blown out 2 or 3 times. Those are the only games. Like, he plays 36 minutes. He comes out with 4 minutes to go because the game's decided with a win or a loss. I mean, he plays the whole time. So we currently on our roster don't have another wing. So he deserves to be playing, and he's in awesome shape. But he's going to have times when his legs aren't going to be awesome because of the demands. Because let's not forget now, what do we need him to do? Well, we need him to run off screens and catch the ball, so that he can post pass into Fitz, because he's been our best post passer. We need him to score, which he's been able to do. And, oh, by the way, he usually draws the assignment of the other team's best player. So, on the perimeter anyway. And so he's got a lot on his plate, man. He's having an all-world year. He didn't really get it going offensively today till the last 6 minutes of the game, but boy, did he jump up and make a few big ones for us when we needed somebody else. I mean, Frankie carried us, through that second half, obviously. But, Tyler was the other guy chipping in with some big baskets, late shot clock, mid-range jumpers that were big.
Questions for student athletes, Chris?
Yeah. So, Frankie, earlier in the second half, there was a moment where you guys allowed a couple of offensive rebounds, and you kind of yelled something and got into the team. Can you tell me a little bit about that moment, and do you think that kind of shifted your energy a little bit and the rest of the team?
We just gave up a lot of consecutive offensive rebounds. I felt like to win games, you need to close teams out, and you can't have them get multiple possessions. That's what like wins and loses games. So we just had to focus and lock back in, and I think that kind of just became our mentality, just one stop, next play, like play by play, and possession by possession. And that's what we did.
All right, and offensively, in the midway, really late, you kind of got things going. Really, you scored eight straight baskets. So can you tell me a little bit about what your mentality changed to getting in the post and kind of getting more aggressive?
Well, it was actually Sarvin. I was on the bench. I saw Sarvin. He was having some success getting into the paint, and I was like, all right. So he kind of laid the format, and then coach at halftime told me, like, when I'm down there, just take my time, and jump straight up and in. So that's kind of what I did, and I just kind of started to slow things down and try to just make some easy shots.
Kenny?
Keenan, third straight game in double figures, matched the career high in points, career high in rebounds, and career high, matched career high in blocks. What's just been going right for you on the court as of late?
I feel like the preparation going into games and the preparation from our coaches, like letting us know the scouting report, what to expect, it helps us a ton, especially when you know like what the other team's going to do, what to expect, and a lot of times they don't deviate from that very much. So that's really good scouting. So just being mentally prepared, doing the little things, meditating. I'm trying to get a pitch out there for meditating.
He's become the spokesman.
every press conference. But yeah, meditation has been key in the preparation for these games.
And Frankie, 6 minutes left in the second half. Called your own number. Game plan for the rest of the game was pretty much just give it to you on the block and have you do something with it. Is that something that coach has told you? If you have the hot hand, just keep getting the ball and keep shooting.
Yeah, you just got to keep being aggressive and stuff. Because we're all gonna have our nights as basketball. So I guess tonight was my night. Tomorrow could be Fitz's. Tyler's or Sarv's or whoever. But yeah, tonight I had it going, and we did a good job trying to get me the ball in my spots, and I was able to finish.
Anything else from you guys? You good?
All right, last question, Frankie. So have you started meditating too?
We may all start.
Also, thank you, everybody.